Good afternoon, Crap to Cream. So I'm doing the timing on my MG with the supercharger on it today because I've been having a few issues with getting it to run right. So I also got asked a question on how I maintain the engine revs at 4,000 RPM when I'm on my own and do the timing as well. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So I've already had the engine going, got up to temperature, and I've found that I have got it on about 16 to 18 degrees for top dead center, which is a little bit too retarded. So I need to advance the timing a bit. I need to get it to around 26. So I'm going to start there because I've had it at 16 and it wasn't running very well. So if I put it where it's supposed to be at 26, then we'll see where we go from there. So because the battery's in the boot, I have a external battery supply. So I have that, and then what I do is I have a cable tie which I put around the throttle linkage, and then I put it around the hose clip here. So I've set it up because I've had it going already, so I know that it's roughly at 4,000 RPM set as it is there. I let the clamp bolt go on the distributor down there, and then I've got my timing marks marked down there. So what I'll do is I'll do this now and just show you the timing gun. So I've got it set at 26 degrees now, which you might be able to see, and the 000 on the right hand side is the RPM. Right, so I'll start the engine. I'm not going to try and bother talking while the engine's running because it's screaming its bits off, and I will also have my hearing protection on, so just bear with me and I will get back to you as soon as I've just checked the timing. So hang in there. Right. At around 875, 860, 870. Alright, that's that. Now what I'll do is I'll just stop the engine and tighten the clamp bolt up. Alright, so I'm not sure how much of you heard about me talking there, but that's set at about 800 RPM now on idle, 830, 840 RPM, and it's set at 26 degrees before top dead center so it's advanced by 26 degrees. All right, so I will tighten the clamp bolt up now, and that should be it pretty well done. I don't think there's anything else. So there was also a couple of questions about whether this is the engine that I'm building in the shed. So this was a spare engine. When I was going to fit the supercharger, I didn't want to have I didn't have much history on the engine that was in this car. So I took this engine out, put the MX-5 gearbox on, put my spare engine in. This is the spare engine, and I put my supercharger on, and I've got the decomp plate on there, which I'm not sure whether you can see or not. There's a decomp plate in here because this is the high compression engine, and you have to put the decomp plate on when you put the supercharger on a high compression MGB engine, or as per the instructions. So there you go, that's the timing done on the MG, and that's how I set it at around 4,000 RPM. I also have the advance pipe clamped so that the advance and retard isn't coming into play. All right, so I think I've got about that covered now. So thank you very much for the questions, the comments, and thank you for subscribing. And hopefully, yeah, this will clear up a few little bit of a question and answer session about bits and pieces that I've been doing on this engine. And I'm using my ambidextrous hands again. All right, so yeah, it's a Friday afternoon, so have a nice weekend, and I'll catch you next week. So yeah, bye for now. So while I remember, I was talking to Stuart from VMAX about the different jets and things on the Weber carburetor that I had on my supercharger. And if you've seen the previous video, then you would have known that I had a 45 in here and a 65 in here. So 45 in here and 65 in here. And apparently they should both be 55s. So I had ordered now 2 55s, so there's a 55 in here and a 55 in here. And these are now set at 3 complete turns out. So I'll see how things go. So at the moment, right, the mixtures are reading fine on the AFR gauge. So as soon as I get the other 2 wheels back, so I've now had to get some new wheels. So I've put these on now. And then when I went to put the tyre on the front one, the fella in the fitting station in the tyre house, he noticed that there was a bulge in the sidewall. So I've got to buy 2 new tyres. So as soon as I get them back, which will be Monday, I'll put them on and I can take the car out for a run. Otherwise I would have taken it out for a run today. So yeah, unfortunately, they are still at the tyre shop getting fixed. All right, sorry about that. So that's just a little bit of a recap on where I was up to with the carburetor, and also, yeah, I'd had some bad experience painting the Rostyles. So when I looked at how much it would cost to get the rims chromed again, the cost was exorbitant. So I then decided to go for a pair of Minotaurs or Minotaurs or whatever they're called. So I put them on now, and yeah, I don't think they look too bad. I'm quite happy with what they look like, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. So this time really is goodbye. Bye for now. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, etc, etc. Please just tick the box below if you want to subscribe, and also tick the box below for a like. So thank you very much indeed. Bye for now.